back from the opening ceremonies, and I'm very excited to be here with a very busy person who's got to be gone in about 15 minutes, actually. But we're lucky to be here with Jojo Flores of Plug&Play. First, let's go ahead and get into it and introduce him. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
They're very excited.
Little fan base over there.
Oh,
yeah?
Of course. Yeah. These are the biggest fans right now. Go make sure to sign autographs later.
Thanks, guys.
Can you quickly introduce yourself to people who may not know you?
Hi, guys. My name is Jojo Flores. I'm originally from the Philippines, but worked long time in the United States. And it was in Silicon Valley that I started Plug&Play Tech Center in 2006.
Wow, 2006. I just got back from San Francisco. It's an amazing place and kind of inspiring just to be there. So have you, just to get personal quickly, have you always been interested in, was it tech? Is it startups? Like, what is your personal interest that you carry with you?
It's a funny story, Alex. And actually, my career started in bottled water, of all things. Yeah, that's where I met. But that's where I met my boss, friend, partner. His name's Saeed Amidi. He was my supplier back in the Philippines. We became really good friends. Fast forward, when I left that company, we started the business together in Europe, stayed in Europe for about 10 years, and then he thought I was bored, so he made me go back to the US to start another business. And in 2006, that's when I started Plug&Play Tech Center as actually a co-working space when we didn't have a term for it yet. Okay, so we bought a big building, cut it up into smaller pieces, and leased it out to startups. And but it was a big place. So we had 350 startups from all around the world in that one piece of building. So which became like a very vibrant, exciting community that kind of attracted money, that kind of attracted corporations and a lot more others that kind of build the ecosystem around it.
Great. Well, so tell us then, what did that evolve into? What is Plug&Play today, or how did it evolve into what it is today?
Thanks for that question. So today we are a VC, although we invest out of our own balance sheet. But we do early stage investments only, and but we do a lot of it. We do anywhere from 200 to 250 investments a year worldwide. I would say a good 50-50 between the US and other parts of the world. I think at any given time we're one of the most active investors globally. So today we have about 2,500, close to 3,000 startups in our portfolio. And we've been lucky enough that more than 30 of them have become unicorn. The likes of PayPal, SoundHound, Honey, N26, and a couple of others.
Oh, it makes sense why you have those fans you're going to have to sign autographs for then.
Oh, no.
Well,
I wish the money all came to me, though. Yeah. So that's one major activity that we have. And second is that we are also the largest corporate innovation platform in the world. So what does that mean? We work now with over 600 conglomerates globally. And essentially what we do and provide is help them with their innovation journeys. So to be specific, a Daimler, for example, or a CJ here would come to us and say, we are in search of particular technologies for our company, whether to use or to invest in. Okay? So what we will do for these large corporations is scope the world through our 60+ offices globally and see if there are any startups that fit whatever these corporations are looking for. Okay? And so, for example, here in Korea, if I find startups here in Daegu or in Seoul that fit any of the requests of large corporations globally, then I will make the introduction for them. Okay? So that's the corporate innovation platform part. Third part is very closely knit to that corporate innovation, which is acceleration. Okay, so in about 25 industry verticals, we run about 70 programs worldwide, where we have these 3-month programs of where we have heightened engagements between the startups and the corporations. So today, I think we accelerate about 3,000, more or less 3,000 startups a year out of the 20,000 startups a year that we see globally.
Well, that's incredible. Okay, let's talk about, now bring it here. We're at Fix 2024, we're in Daegu. What is your interest as a business now? What is your interest here? We're talking about, there's drones, there's AI, there's tech, any kind of tech that you can think of, blockchain, big data. What are you looking for, and what do you see? So 2 questions. One is, what are you looking for? And 2, what are you most excited about in the Korean market? What do you see as big in the Korean market?
What are we looking for? We're looking at everything. We're looking at everything, Alex. We just get excited with everything that's new. On AI, for example, I think we've probably made 200 investments so far, and it's still pretty new, right? But I remember when sustainability and climate change was a hot thing, 2-3 years ago. We also invested in a couple of hundred in those. So we get excited with a lot of things, and even with the things that I don't understand, like crypto, for example, or whatever, or NFTs, we still make investments in them because we like to invest in the future. Anything that looks like it's going to be real cool in the future, we make a bet on it. Okay. Now, in Korea in particular, that's a very good question, because I think Korea has a lot of global tech brands. You got your Hyundais, your Samsungs here, and I really think that that would be great to leverage on for Korean startups. Okay, and if I were to show the global market that this startup is from Korea, I kind of just link to that, saying, that's where Samsung came from. That's where Hyundai came from, right. And suddenly, there is that comfort level that these guys have something to show, that there's credibility, there's talent, So I think that's, I'd like to use that, and I'd like to leverage that as I work with Korean startups, and that's what's bringing us here. We also feel that innovation, and it's our kind of mantra, innovation is for everyone and is everywhere. So, not many people, let's face it, know about Daegu, okay? But I am willing to be here because I feel that innovation is also here, entrepreneurship is also here, talent is also here, and I think it's great that the Daegu government, the city government, is really contributing and providing that platform for their startups to bridge to the global market, and vice versa. Because if you are in search of startups or technologies that can fill any gap and can accelerate innovation, it's great to import all of these innovations as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Korea is known for being one of the most talent-rich pools. I mean, they have the highest percentage of not just degrees, but graduate degrees, PhDs here at some of the best universities, the Sky, KAIST, whatever it may be. It's really incredible. So my kind of last 2 questions here. The first one is, you just gave some opening remarks, I believe, earlier, right? Tell us a little bit about that. How was your experience, and not just the experience of the remarks, but coming to Daegu on maybe a cultural level even?
Yeah. So Plug-and-Play Korea started in 2021. And then last year, we engaged with the Daegu government. And congratulations again to Daegu for Fix. And I think this event is going to happen for the next 2 more days. So if you're in town, please come and visit. We are present also here. So I just had a little welcoming remarks, actually, Alex, earlier today. But I did share a little story about a guest that I had in Plug-and-Play in 2010, 2011. This was then President of Estonia, President Thomas Ilves. And I asked him over lunch, why are you here? And he said, Jojo, I want to fully support, and that's why I am here, startups from Estonia to go to Silicon Valley. Okay? And that's why they set up their presence in our Plug-and-Play Tech Center at that time. Okay? Fast forward to today. Okay? And the reason why he's doing that is because of his great experience, or the country's great experience with Skype. Because one of the founders of Skype was from Estonia. Okay? And so that was where he was coming from, and that's why he fully supported this program of bridging startups from Estonia to Silicon Valley and to the global market, and vice versa. Now, fast forward to today, do you know that Estonia, on a per capita basis, has the most value in terms of startups generated globally?
I had no idea about that, no.
I was blown away myself. I just saw a slide of that in Kuala Lumpur 2 weeks ago when I was there. And it was right on top of the list. I'll have to do a little bit more research about it, but it was ahead of countries like the US, China, Singapore, Germany, Korea, Japan. I was blown away. And I think it is because of these sort of initiatives that this president had done, almost 15 years ago. Okay? This is what excites me. I'd love to see what Daegu will produce 10 years from now, 15 years from now. Building its own stories of Skype and Alphabet and all of these great successful companies all around the world.
Really is the beauty of how government investment can work, and it's a long-term investment. I think that's the best point you have there. It's 15 years at least. This is just the seedlings that they're planting right now. Now, I realize we may have run a little over time. I want to thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Alex.
Jojo, it's been a pleasure, and thank you for giving us your busy time as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Pleasure.
So there you go, Plug and Play. They've got a booth here, or an area here, so check it out if you have the chance. We're going to end that right now. Thank you, Jojo, for coming in, and we'll see you in just a bit for some more Fix 2024.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Wow, that was great.